Hello, my name is Noah, and this is my assignment one. First off, let's start with the problem statement. The current issue is that the process of transferring data from the accreditation manager into a dashboard formed from the master list is overly clunky and inefficient. It relies heavily on manual data entry and involves excessive back and forth communication through documents, which slows things down and increases the risk of errors. The goal of this project is to automate and streamline the entire workflow, significantly improving its efficiency. My proposed solution is we will leverage Excel functions to automate data handling, enhance file accessibility, and implement basic error checking mechanisms to reduce manual workload and improve reliability. Let me walk you through the improvements I've made in transitioning from the old process to the new one. Uh, in the old process, um, we had to manually source information related to the courses and students. This data um, was then manually entered into the AOL reports, which was sent to the unit convener. Then the unit convener would also manually enter their data and then return the file to the accreditation manager. And I would compile everything into a then it would compile everything into a final master list, which also done manually. And then from there, a dashboard was created. As you can imagine, this process was time consuming. It involved a lot of back and forth, and left plenty of room for human error because so much time had gone by. Now, in the new process, we've automated several key steps. The data is still from the original source, obviously, but then some things are much faster. The AOL report now is generated automatically using an Excel function, and all AOL data can be pushed into the master list with a single button click. The unit convener can access the shared file as well directly and input any remaining data, and then it can review or update it again if needed. The updated master list feeds directly into the dashboard. Overall, the shift has made really greatly reduced manual handling, which improved accuracy and saved time, making the process much more efficient and reliable. Okay, now the part for showing the automation. The first thing that I did was switch the original AOL template into into um, Excel document because it's much easier to generate and easier to use and easier to do everything. Yeah. Next was the part where we coded the list of outcomes to automatically generate the AOL reports instead of manually doing it. Also implemented some error handling, so to prevent it from getting compromised, any of the data by, like you can see, cells are locked. So yes, when this button is clicked, it generates a few AOL reports for each unit. And here's the ones I did earlier. Yep, these ones. And if we click on one of them, I'll show you an example of what they look like. And I've put my own hypothetical data in here to help with it. And so on to the next step, I'll show you this is the blank master list, and this is the button that we've coded that makes sure that all the AOL reports that we generated earlier go all into one master list accurately. We'll press on that and we'll have to choose our file, obviously. Yep, and that should look through them and put it in. Just let this do its thing. Yep, everything in the right spot. Looks good. Oops. There you go, that's how that worked. And now is the last step um, of the assignment. This is the Power BI dashboard that we used from the provided that I created from the provided master list. and it's very good. You can see lots of different types of data. Um, and I'll explain this one. It shows us which courses have the most people not meet the requirement percentage. So you can see that the Master of International Management has the highest amount of people not meeting it with 24%, and then the Master of whatever that one is, Master of yeah. You can see how you can focus on particular information and it changes. Yeah. Right. That's been my project, and thanks for listening.